Hi, this is Mike Easley, the author of the book, The No O's of Leadership. I'm really excited for you to be watching this video and maybe trying to learn a little bit more about me and the No O's book. The book is something that I've been working on and actually thought of almost 10 years ago. And it's a sort of a reflection and a summary of everything that I've learned about leadership over the course of my 39 years working for electric cooperatives, 20 years as a CEO, and then just a lot of interactions and things that I've had with some really gifted leaders in the leadership space. Dr. Ken Blanchard, who is a world-renowned leadership guru who's been around for many years, author of The 1 Minute Manager, which was a global sensation. Studied under him in the Ken Blanchard Executive MBA program and learned a lot about servant leadership. Also, my friend Kevin Freiberg, who is an author of 6 books, award-winning books, also a pretty amazing motivational speaker, leadership coach, strategic coach. And Kevin and I have had a working relationship for almost my entire career. And I've learned a ton about visioning, leadership, and motivation from him. And then also a friend of mine by the name of Susan Fowler, who is, I think, one of the leading experts in the field of motivational science and how you can apply that to the workplace and create an atmosphere where people are optimally motivated. So this book reflects that experience, the life experience that I've had, and a lot of the other relationships that I've had over the years. And I've condensed all that into just a little over 200 pages of the book called The No O's of Leadership. It's been a process that's also been enhanced by the work I've done developing the leadership team and some really fantastic leaders at Powder River Energy, and being able to sort of be at the tail end of my career. Just thought it was really important maybe to capture some of the things that I've learned over these years and the experiences that I've had and share them with you. I remember distinctly when I first started actually leading as a CEO. And actually, Powder River was my first job as a CEO and the only one that I've had, as a CEO. And I remember I was scared and excited all at the same time. And I tell you, I made some mistakes. If I could go back and do it over again, knowing what I know now, I think my wake would have been a lot gentler to, quote, ski behind. I know there are some people that I would have been able to perhaps been a better leader for. And organizationally, I think we've done pretty well at Powder River. But there's always that, grinding of the gears where you get some, sand between the gears and things just don't go as smoothly as you'd like. I'd like to think that if I could have read this book 20 years ago, I would have been much better. And actually, if this book would have been available when I first began my career, when I was just a self-leader, it would have really helped me transition from being a self-leader to a team leader and ultimately leading leading as a CEO of Powder River Energy. Over the past 39 years, I've been entirely working in the electric cooperative utility space. Now, that's a little bit different from a lot of businesses from the perspective it's nonprofit. It's really driven, its sole purpose in life is to serve its members. And I think cooperatives, back from when they started in 1935, had a very noble mission to electrify rural America and help empower people. And so that's a big part of my leadership philosophy is serving rather than being served, and that's sort of inherent, I think, in the cooperative model if you get it just right. Now, that doesn't mean that leaders who are not part of the cooperative movement can't benefit greatly from this book. I believe anybody who reads this book, whether you're a small business, a large business, a cooperative, a for-profit, or even sort of like a organization which is your traditional NGO type, not-for-profit company, can benefit from reading this book, because leadership is something that is universal. Good leadership is something that we all aspire to. Not so good leadership is something that we've all experienced. And my hope for myself is to be a leader worth following. I still am on that journey. And by reading this book, what I hope to do is inspire you to maybe adopt that as your journey as well. Maybe after reading this book, you can understand the concept of what I call being a leader worth following. And maybe you can hear that calling and embrace it. And through what you can learn here, what we may learn if we have an opportunity in the future to work together, how you too can be part of this movement of being a leader worth following. So I hope you enjoy the book. We will have, through our website, we'll be posting content from the book, blogs, video blogs. The book isn't just kind of a one and done thing. There's going to be a whole ecosystem and a support system behind this idea and this vision of being a leader worth following. So thank you so much for your interest in the No O's of leadership. Look forward to your reading it. And if you have any comments or any feedback, I am welcome and would gratefully appreciate any feedback that you could provide. Enjoy the book. Thanks for your interest.